Hello everyone and welcome back to HUDbricks, and today we'll be taking a look at my LEGO Clue board game MOC. This is one of my favorite board games of all time, and it's a classic mystery board game. It comes complete with all 6 of the classic characters from the board game. It also comes complete with my custom printed cards, which include all of the people, all of the weapons, and all of the places. We also have this classified folder right here, which can hold your suspects. And last but not least, we have all of the weapons and all of the rooms on your Clue board games. Without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at this. So the first 2 minifigures we've got is Colonel Mustard on the left and Miss Scarlet on the right. You can see Miss Scarlet has a scarlet dress on. She also has kind of a ponytail and that blonde hair, as well as Colonel Mustard. And I really like how that Batman movie shirt appeared on him, and you can see that nice sash going around, and I love the arm printing. You can see that he has a nice little mustache on the front, and I love the beauty mark for Miss Scarlet. She's supposed to be more of a gorgeous woman. Next up, we've got Mr. Green and Mrs. White. You can see on the left, Mr. Green looks more like the banker type. He has those glasses from Commissioner Gordon, as well as the pocket watch. On the back, you can see more printing, and I absolutely love how these look for their characters. I think they look a lot like the classic characters, and Mrs. White with her white ponytail and that Indiana Jones torso print. And the last 2 characters, we've got on the left Professor Plum, and on the right Miss Peacock. Professor Plum actually looks a little bit like it could be Mr. Green's son, but you can see that he's got that more mischievous looking face. Miss Peacock has that just regular looking face and that Indiana Jones torso. They look pretty good, and I like the colors for them, and I like these minifigures for the characters. So next up, we've got all the weapons, including the rope right here, which is actually just Indiana Jones' lasso. We also have the candlestick, which just uses that newer flame piece right there, along with a candlestick. And next up, we've got the pistol, which is just a regular LEGO pistol. And we have the knife right there, which is also just a regular LEGO knife. And we also have the wrench and a lead pipe. Now this is the best I could do for the lead pipe, being just a LEGO stick, but I think it works very well. And you can put them in each and every one of the rooms, put them in each and every one of the hands of the different suspects, and I think it looks pretty good. So first off, here it is without any minifigures, and I think this still looks really good with the Clue symbol in the middle, but let's go ahead and see what it looks like with all the minifigures. So here it is with all of the minifigures or characters in each of the rooms, and as you can see, they each have a weapon and are kind of posing for the murder. But you can see, this is what I like better than the actual Clue game, that you can actually pose them and put the weapons in their hands. So let's go ahead and take a look at the rooms one by one. Starting off at the dining room, you can see Professor Plum's in there with a candlestick, but we can go ahead and move him out. We've got a flower pot over here, some chicken on a plate in the middle, and you've also got a bottle and a glass. As we turn this around, you can see that I use studs not on top technique right there to give it that nice hardwood floor look, and I think it looks pretty dang nice. Next up, we've got the lounge. You can put Miss Scarlet in there with her dagger, but you can see right there we actually have a hidden passageway. Now, I put stairs down there, and I think it looks pretty good, and I really like that technique. You can see there's simply just a couch in here, since I've tried to downsize this a little bit, but you can see it looks pretty good with the couch there. Next up, let's take a look at Colonel Mustard. You can see I did tile detailing right there for the hall, and it's just kind of supposed to be a striped carpet. You can see over here we've got a flower pot just on a little table, and that about wraps that room up. You can see I did tile detailing around each of them to show which way you can get into the room, or aka the doorways. Next up, we've got the study, which is actually probably the smallest room on this board, but you can see we just simply have a desk in there and a lamp, and I like the design of this lamp because when I take it off, you can see I use that kind of different transparent stud piece, and it can actually just clip on to that plunger piece, and I think that works pretty dang well. You can see there's actually another secret passageway, and the floor actually comes off there. You can even put it back in, but I really like that detailing. Next up, we've got Miss White in the library with a lead pipe. But let's move her out of the way, and you can see that there's a little bookshelf here. And by little, I mean very little. There's 4 books there, and I actually I like the design of it. You can see I used bricks right here, and I think that looks really good for hardwood, because it does actually look kind of like hardwood slabs right there. But I really like how that looks. Now we got Miss Peacock with a rope in the billiard room, but let's go ahead and move her out of the way. This is a very small billiard table, just 2 balls, no pockets, no nothing, but I really like it, and I like the small size. I think it looks really cute, and I like that room. The only way you can really fit somebody in there is to have to put them on the outside or set them on the balls, but I really like it. I like how it's small. Now we got Mr. Green in the conservatory with a wrench. Let's go ahead and move him out of the way, and I love this detailing on the floor for that tile, and I think it looks great with all of the different 1x1 tiles. You can see we've got another one of these, and this is what I was talking about earlier. You can actually put that into the floor to cover it up. It's really hard to get out again, but I mean you can do that in the secret passageways under there. But you can see we've simply got a little growing area like a flower pot thing with 2 little sprouts growing there. Next up, we've got Miss Scarlet in the ballroom with a candlestick. I absolutely love the ballroom. I like that red flooring right there. All the tiles, there are tons of doorways, like in the real game, to get into the ballroom. But you can see right here, you've got your little bench to play the piano on. You've got the foot pedals down there, and this great design for piano. Can't take full credit for that. That's actually a Lego design from the assembly square, but I think it looks great inside of the ballroom. For the last room, you can see right here, we have Miss White in the kitchen with a carrot. I'm just kidding, with a knife. You can see right here, you've got the same tile detailing that we had in the conservatory, except for it's black, and I just love that. I wish I could do that more, but it is pretty part intensive. But you can see we've got a carrot on the table, and I used some more bricks right around the side. I love this, and you can actually use this to go all the way over to the study, but I think that's it for the rooms. Last but not least, I wanted to show you the detailing I used here for the outside. You can see that this is 4 bricks tall. You've got these nice textured bricks on the outside, and I really like how that turned out. So I absolutely love how this looks, and if you haven't noticed already, you've got spots for each of the characters to go, or their starting point. You can see Mrs. White goes here at the white. You've got Mr. Green going here at the green. You've got Peacock going here at the blue. You've got a black space showing that no character goes there. You've got Scarlet, who just snaps in right there. You've got Mustard, goes in at the yellow. And last but not least, we've got Plum going in at the purple. I like how it looks with all the minifigures at their starting points. And I think this game is really fun to play because the last thing I wanted to show you are all the tiles in between. Now you can see that it's only one tile right there. So you can just hop around like that. Now I really like that because once you roll your die, I got 4. You can almost always get in a room, making this game a lot faster. It usually plays like 45 minutes to an hour. Now you can play it in 20 minutes to 30 minutes because you can easily get into every room. One detail that I wanted to show you is that the stairs actually sink into the build, and I really like that because in the original game, of course, the stairs are just printed onto the board, but here they actually go down, and it actually is a really good place to keep all of your weapons stored when you're not using them, and I really like that. Now, I don't like the E on the clue. I know that looks like a C, but I mean, it's the best I could do. I didn't have a whole lot of room, but I still like how it looks, and it actually still looks pretty iconic. But I think that about wraps that up. Let's go ahead and take a look at my custom printed cards. So these cards right here, you can see we've got the Rinse, we got Mr. Green, Colonel Mustard, Candlestick, Revolver, Conservatory, Dining Room, Mrs. White, we've got Miss Scarlet, we've got the Lead Pipe, we've got the Rope, we've got the Library, we've got the Hall, the Lounge, Mrs. Peacock, we've got Kitchen, Billiard Room, and Study. I absolutely love how these cards turned out, and look how great that printing looks. And this is, of course, actually the thing from the board game. As you can see right here, those are identical, and I absolutely love how these turned out. And of course, on the back, it has Lego Clue, and that's the same on each and every one of them. Now you may be thinking, those cards don't matter unless you have a classified folder. Yes, again, this is printed, custom printed. You can see Lego Clue logo right there, which I think looks great. Comment down below if I should add this to Lego ideas. But you can see, last but not least, we've got Ballroom Professor Plum and Dagger, and that's who committed the murder. Last but not least, I want to show you that you can just use a regular die, and you've also got all of these. I just use these. These are just regular old, like, printable things that you can use for the game, but I absolutely love this, and maybe eventually I'll make it more of a custom Lego one. I didn't see the need here, but it works great with the board game. Now, I am so very proud of this MOC. I absolutely love it, and I think this about wraps up our video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you went on to enjoy this video or like this game, give it a big thumbs up because that does help it get out to more people, or share it with one of your friends. Also, be sure to comment down below. Tell me if you like this game, if you want to try to build this, if you want instructions, or any other ideas or comments that you might have. And if you aren't already, be sure to subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss any of my other Lego content or MOCs. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time on HUD Bricks.